What's happening? Welcome back to the Past Alive. Thank you all for tuning in. In tonight's video, we are checking out my very first ever graded card submission through SGC. I sent 15 vintage cards in, and I am pretty happy with the results. And tonight, we're cracking them out of the bubble wrap and taking a look at all the grades. So, the majority of these cards I purchased in collections back when I had a retail store last year that I shut down just due to issues with the building overall. But a couple of them I picked up from my PC, bought as singles, and wanted to send them in and see what they'd come back as, and also just see if they were authentic in general. But we'll push this stack off to the side and take a look. The very first one we're going to show you is a 1954. This is kind of an oddball one, that's why I sent it, plus it looked pretty good to me. It's Red Heart Dog Food. It's a worn Spawn. Spawn's rookie card was 1948. This came back a 3.5. And now, the return time, SGC, very quickly, 5 to 10 business days. I think they got these on May 30th, and I got them back today on June 10th. So that's 5 to 10 business days. I paid $22 per card. So, and then the shipping is sent back priority mail. It's insured, so it's definitely an awesome process. Very easy to go in and pick all your cards on the website that you're going to send in. But that's the very first 154 Red Heart Dog Food Worn Spawn, and it's a 3.5, a pretty good looking card and a nice eye appeal. Backside's definitely off center, but I thought that was kind of a cool oddball one. Here's one I was pretty stoked on too. This is a Mickey Mantle 1960 Topps, and I sent 2 of these. I think this is the one I'm going to keep in my PC just to have one nice mantle. I sent a decent amount of mantles with this submission, but it's a 2.5. I love 1960 Topps. I like this card in particular, and I just love the tuxedo slabs on vintage cards in general. I think a lot of us feel the same way as that. And this one, I was pretty happy with the grade of this. A 6. The 58 Topps Mick All-Star card. Definitely off-center, but overall, a very nice grade on the 6 from 1958. Next one up, we got the 62 Topps Sporting News All-Stars. Came back a 4. And if anything, I just wanted to get these mantles authenticated and make sure they weren't altered in any way. This one obviously is off-center, has a bad cut to it, but still a 4 nonetheless. And some of these will be for sale at the card show, the big card show, over 300 tables at the Washington Crown Mall next Saturday at 9 a.m. It's going to be a huge show. I will be set up there. Some of these will be my PC, some will be for sale if you decide to attend that show. Here's one I picked up, I think it was 2 years ago. This is at a toy show in Columbus. I think it was a Columbus toy show. Typically, you don't ever find baseball cards when you go to those, but if you do, you can usually find some good deals. And I grabbed this second-year Hank Aaron. It's a 55 Topps for $100 because I figure I may never own a Hank Aaron 54 Topps rookie card, so I'm pretty stoked to have a second year. It's got some stains on it and stuff like that, but I thought it was honestly going to come back a 1. Came back a 1.5. So the value on this one's around $300, so I think I did pretty well. This will stay in my PC. So pretty stoked on that one. Next one, we got a 56 Jackie Robinson. This is part of a collection that I picked up last year, but it came back a 3 as well, which was pretty good in my eyes. Wasn't entirely sure if it'd come back a 2 or a 3, but this is also one that I'll keep in my PC as well. So gray back, Jackie Robinson 1956. Here's an awesome card right here. It's a 58 Topps, and we got 2 of the greatest on here. The Mick and Hammer and Hank together. This came back a 4. World Series batting foes. It's an awesome card. Love that one. This will also stay in my personal collection. So pretty stoked on the 4 on that one. Next one up, another 1960 mantle. This one has a crease down the side here. It came back at 2. So this one I probably actually will sell sometime relatively soon and keep the 2.5 in my PC. But 2 for the Mick 1960. Another nice one here, a 5.5. Stan Musial, pretty late in his career, 1961 Topps. But overall, the corners, the edges on this card were pretty sharp, so I decided to send it off. The 5.5, typically these are about, I don't know, maybe $75 in that range for a 5.5 from 61, but overall a good looking card. And next, 1967 Topps Mick. This came back at 2.5 also, but good eye appeal to this one. I like that card a lot. haven't decided if that will stay on my PC or if I will part with that at some point. A 66 Mickey Mantle. This came back at 2. I figured it would. It's got some creasing up top there, but still, backside's pretty good other than being off center. 1966 Mick SGC2. Love this next one. Love this. This is definitely going to be a PC card. 56 Ted Williams came back at 5. This is a white back. There's white backs and there's gray backs, and it's a good looking Ted Williams. That's probably another one. I will never own his rookie card. I mean, I'd love to, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. So, if anything, it's a placeholder until I get it. But I just like this card in general. I like the design of 56 Topps. So, it's going to stay in the PC. One of the ones I am most excited about to share with you. I'm going to save it for last. But the next one, it's a 54 Topps Scoop. It's number 41. It's Babe Ruth. This one came back in SGC2. Sets the record. September 30th, 1927. There's the backside. This is part of a collection that I picked up. It was in a binder. I had never seen this card before, so I figured I'd send it along regardless. It's a little beat up, obviously, but still Babe Ruth. And a slab, I'll take it. And I'll show you the elongated, the bigger slab that I sent in before I share with you my favorite. Here we go. It's the 64. It's the Topps Giant set. I had to send this one in because it's pristine. I picked this one up for 20 bucks probably a year ago or maybe 2 years ago at a card show from my buddy Mark, and I was like, that is a good looking Giants card, so I'll send it off. It came back a 7, so another mantle there. So primarily what I sent was mostly mantles, but couldn't be happier with the 7 on that grade for the Topps Giants. And the very final card of this SGC order, one that you may have seen in the video a year ago when I picked up the National, and I paid $1,000 for it, and it's so tough because there are so many counterfeits out there, but I had to send it in to see if it were authentic, and surely enough it was. And it is the iconic Pete Rose 1963 Topps rookie card. It came back at 3.5, which I was super excited about. I was thinking it coming back like a 1.5, maybe if I was lucky at 2, but a 3.5 on the 63 Pete Rose. So I think I did pretty well picking that up. A lot of times you see these cards are trimmed or altered in some kind of way, or this card is notorious for being counterfeit. But 3.5, so very, very excited. And that will stay on my PC forever. So awesome experience for the first time with SGC. I definitely will submit more cards of them in the future. Check them out if you're thinking about getting some cards slabbed up. I highly recommend them. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to know your thoughts on my grades or what your favorite card was. I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully I will have another video for you guys tomorrow night with the weekend recap. So have a great weekend, guys, and I will see you back tomorrow night.